Shalom, friends, and welcome to Walking the Ancient Path, where we journey back into the language, landscape, and life rhythms of the Scriptures in a lighter, more accessible way, exploring the world of the Bible as its original listeners would have experienced it.
We're continuing from where we left off last time, exploring the trail of the Apostolic Prayers, rephrased in the rich language of Ancient Hebrew Concrete Imagery. We'll delve into the soaring intercessions found in the letters of the apostles. Prayers woven with covenant, inheritance, household strength, and the nearness of glory. There's so much treasure ahead.
Ephesians 3:14-21. A prayer for roots to go deep and for the tent to be filled.
I fall to my knees and press my face to the earth before the Father, the one from whom every clan on earth and sky takes its name and banner. I ask this, that from his storehouse of strength he would pour iron into your bones through his breath, not outward strength for battle, but inward strength like roots gripping the earth. May the Anointed One set up his tent inside you, not as a guest, but as master. May your love be not shallow like dry sand, but rooted deep in covenant soil. May it rise like an olive tree whose branches reach the heavens. And may you, with all the tribes of the camp, grasp the ungraspable, the width of his arms, the length of his path, the height of his mountain, the depth of his mercy pit. May you know his love, not with the head only, but with the whole body, the whole breath, until the tent is full and no corner lies empty. To the one who can do more than the stars we count, or the dreams we dream, to him be honor among the people, fire on every altar and song in every generation, until the final campfire dies and is rekindled in the new tent forever.
Ephesians 6:18-20. A call to watch and a plea for bold speech.
Keep your eyes open. Do not sleep at the gate. Stand guard with your bow strung and your prayers rising like arrows in the night. Let every breath become a cry to Yahweh, whether whispered or wailed, for the sake of all his people scattered in the field. And for me also, that when I open my mouth, words will fall like rain, bold and true, not twisted or hidden. For I am his messenger, not seated in courts of kings, but chained for the sake of the tent king's name. Pray that I speak like a herald at dawn, with nothing held back and no fear in my voice.
Philippians chapter 1, verses 3-11. A prayer for fruit that lasts until the day of harvest.
Every time your names rise in my breath, I give thanks to the one who planted our paths together. From the first day your fire was lit, you've kept it burning, standing shoulder to shoulder in the field of the good news. And I am sure of this, the one who placed the seed in your hands will not stop watering until the day of harvest. He will finish the tent. He began to build. You live in my chest like a sealed pouch, for whether I sit bound in chains or speak in the square, you carry this work with me, wrapped in the same grace cloak. And this is what I ask of Yahweh, that your love would rise like a river, overflowing its banks, yet flowing with wisdom and clarity, not muddy, but pure, that you would know what is worth holding, what has weight like gold, so that when the King returns, your hands would not be empty, that your lives would be full of fruit, sweet and ripe, grown from the tree rooted in the Anointed One, bringing praise not to men, but to the planter of the garden.
Colossians 1, verses 3-14. A prayer for steady feet, deep roots, and a walk worthy of the King.
Whenever we speak your names, we lift them before the face of Yahweh, the Father of our tent king, Yeshua. We heard of your steady footsteps on the way and your love that stretches out toward the whole camp. We know your hope is not stored in clay jars, but hidden in the sky vault above, a treasure that cannot spoil. The word of truth has reached your tent like dew on thirsty ground, and it bears fruit wherever it travels. This is what we keep asking. that he would fill your vessel with the knowing of his ways, not by guessing, but by the breath wind of wisdom, that you would walk in a manner fitting for a king's child, planting good things and growing strong like oaks of righteousness, that your hands would do what pleases him, that your roots would go deep in his soil and your branches would stretch toward the sun, that your bones would be filled with strength from his own arm, and that your endurance would not be dry or bitter but joyful like a harvest song. Give thanks to the Father, the one who cut through the darkness and brought us into the lighted camp where his Son reigns. He rescued us from the grip of the false ruler and led us across the river into the land where forgiveness flows and chains are broken.
Colossians 4:2-4, a prayer for open doors and clear words.
Keep watch at the doorway of prayer. Let your fire never go out. Let your thanksgiving rise like incense from the coals. And pray for us too, that Yahweh would pull back the tent flap and open a way for his word to enter new camps and warm new hearts. Ask that I may speak of Messiah's mystery, not as a riddler in shadows, but as a herald who lifts his voice and makes the message plain.
1 Thessalonians 1:2-3, a prayer of gratitude for the marks of the way.
Every time we breathe your names into the tent of Yahweh, we wrap them with thanks like incense in a pouch. We remember what your hands have done, labor born of trusting, endurance rooted in love, and footsteps fueled by the hope of the returning shepherd. Your lives leave footprints not in the dust alone, but in the heart of the camp.
1 Thessalonians 3:9-13, a prayer for reconnection and a blameless heart.
How can we repay the Mighty One for the joy that bursts from our chest every time we think of you? You are our crown, our tent pegs driven deep beside his fire. Night and day we stretch our hands to the sky, asking to be led once more to your hearth, that we may see your faces and patch what still lacks in your covering. May Yahweh, our trailmaker and the Father of the camp, clear the road before us. And may the Shepherd himself, the Anointed One, Yeshua, cause your love to swell like a river after rain, overflowing toward one another and toward all like flocks spreading across the hills. May he lift your hearts upright like altars with no blemish, so that when he comes in fire and glory with all his set-apart ones, your hearts will not shrink back, but stand clothed in honor.
1 Thessalonians 5:23-24, a benediction of wholeness and faithful completion.
May the Mighty One of Peace, the one who stills the storm and binds the broken tent, make you whole, inside and out. May your breath, your body, your thoughts all be kept guarded like a walled camp without rot or stain until the voice of the shepherd is heard again. The one who called you into this path is faithful. He does not forget what he begins, he will finish it.
Let's pause here for now. Next time, we'll keep walking the trail of the Apostolic Prayers, reworded in the rich language of Ancient Hebrew Concrete Imagery. We'll step into the soaring intercessions found in the letters of the apostles, prayers woven with covenant, inheritance, household strength, and the nearness of glory. There's so much treasure ahead,